and it knew nothing about love. In my travels around the world, I've often seen people speaking of love. Looking towards the heavens, the wind said, furious at having to acknowledge its own limitations. Maybe it's better to ask heaven. Well then, help me do that, the voice said. Fill this place with a sandstorm so strong that it blots out the sun. Then I can look to the heaven without blinding myself. So the wind blew with all of its strength and the sky was filled with sand. The sun turned into a golden disk. At the camp, it was so difficult to see anything. The men of the desert were already familiar with the wind. They called the simum and they said it was worse than a storm at sea. Their horses cried out and all their weapons were filled with sand. And on the heights, one of the commanders turned to the chief and said, maybe we had better end this. This doesn't end well. And they could barely see the boy. Their faces were covered with the blue cloths and their eyes showed fear. Let's stop this, another commander said. I want to see the greatness of Allah, the chief said with respect. I want to see how a man turns himself into the wind. But he made a mental note of the name of the two men who had expressed their fear. And as soon as the wind stopped, he was going to remove them from their commands because true men of the desert are not afraid. And the wind told me that you know about love, the boy said to the sun. He was talking to the sun. If you know about love, you must also know about the soul of the world because it is made of love. From where I am, the sun said, I can see the soul of the world.
Click the link in the bio if you're ready to shift into your highest spiritual destiny. And when I say shift into your highest spiritual destiny, I'm not joking. So if you're ready, click the link in the bio. I'll see you on the inside.